Oh, ah, shit. Hey, when we get the tire thing? Was that all it was? That's all it was? So how's this gonna work? Oh, I guess you're free to go. I'm a little early. I guess I'll just come back. Damn. Every fucking time. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Episode number whatever. Today's video will be an unboxing video. We're gonna open this bad boy up. What is this? I don't know. I'm kidding, I know what it is. It's a book. I've been doing a lot of writing and I finally wrote a book. Entry number 1 on the bucket list. Write a book, done. So we're gonna open it together and see if it's any good. Let's go to that part of the video where I'm just gonna like kind of just tell you how I did it. And then, you know, if you're interested, then you got the blueprint. So go to that part. Next, get me out of here. All right, so step 1 to writing a book is come up with an idea. I wanted to do an original idea. I had like a few stories lined up that I wanted to tell. They weren't like fleshing out the way I wanted them to. So I decided to just put it on pause. I like to get a bunch of ideas and just put them on pause. Life happens, things happen, you catch inspiration somewhere. And eventually those little idea fragments become bigger ideas. But anyways, I was just walking around, I'm like, you know what? I've lived a whole bunch of crazy stories. So why don't I just tell some of those for, you know, just to knock out the bucket list, just to knock it out, just to do it. All right, so step 3 is, you know, just choose where you want to write it. I want to make everything I do super replicable so that other people can do it very easily. This project cost me $10 to do. I mean, writing all day cost me not having a job, but the actual buying of the book was like $10. $4 plus, you know, $5 for shipping and like $1 for tax. So this is a really cheap project that you can knock out if you really want to write a book. I wrote on Google Docs. I just did everything on Google Docs. And I'm gonna tell you right now, format the book. Go to wherever you want to print out your book and figure out what format you want, and then write your story in that format. So you don't have to go back and reformat it. Because when I was done writing, I just wanted to submit it, and then Barnes & Noble was like, that's the wrong format, please reformat it. And I spent a good week just reformatting. So save yourself the whole headache and just type it in whatever format you want. All right, so for step 4, I went with, you pick your publisher. There's a bunch of them. I actually called a real publisher and I asked them like, hey, you know, how much would it cost to publish a book? And they're like, well, you know, have you thought about advertising? Do you have a proofreader? Do you have all this and that? I was like, no. And they're like, okay, well, for our services, we charge anywhere from like $4,000 to whatever $1,000. I was like, But like, you know when they give you the price and you just check out and you just gotta stand there and just like continue the conversation to close it out. Yeah, so right after that, I asked her like, well, hey, like, I just want one copy for me, really. Like, I'm not really interested in making money off of this. Like, I just want to write a book to like write a book. And she's like, oh, okay. So she's just like, well, if that's the case, there's a bunch of like self-printing options. And I saw like you can buy a book for like $50. But then I saw Barnes & Noble for some reason was just like charging literally what it costs to print it. And I mean, it's crazy because my first manuscript of the book that I printed out was like $27 at Kinko's. But the whole book over here at Barnes & Noble was like $4. So I wanted to keep cost as low as possible. So I decided just to do the cover myself. And it's not artistic at all. It's literally just words. I wanted to keep it just simple, like bare bones. I'm so excited to see what it looks like. Anyways, that's that. I mean, it's actually pretty easy. I'm actually upset I didn't do it sooner, but whatever. Got it done now. It's go time. Here we go. Time to open this shit. Woo! It's not that big of a deal. It's $10, but still, a lot of work. I'm so glad to be alive to be able to fucking knock shit out on my bucket list. This is awesome. Alright, so first off, oh wait, unboxing video. So this is a regular box, very lightweight. You know, opened up really easy. This is so stupid. I wrote a book. Okay, alright. So the cover is like just a really the cover is like a really I don't know, it's a weird texture. But it's not bad. It's a really thin book. I told you, I literally just wanted to write a book. This is like this is so small. But man, wow, hold on. There's the receipt. Best $10 I ever spent. The book is called How My Brain Works, Unfortunately, by yours truly. That's the front of the book, very simple. Here's the back of the book. I was worried that the binding, like the spine of it, wouldn't come out nice because it's two different fonts and I couldn't pick this font. But the font actually ended up being pretty close to the font on the cover. So that's really cool. I wrote a fucking book. It's a pamphlet. This is a very long pamphlet or a very, very short book. Looking through it, this is so fucking cool. This is so fucking cool. Okay, so one of the things I did in here, just to flex, was I have a bucket list at all times, but I went ahead and wrote my bucket list like officially in the book. So now I always just have a published copy. I think that's like the coolest thing ever. The binding, the pages are like, it's a real fucking book. The pictures came out pretty good too. Like the colors came out really nice. Holy shit. Like the font is a good size. I was afraid the font wouldn't be, you know, I don't know what the fuck I thought. This is really fucking nice. And for $10, I mean, for someone that's never wrote a book, I was worried about this graph, but if you're right on there. Yeah, this is all Google Office, so shout out to the good people at Google, whatever. What's it called? Google Docs. Shame on me for forgetting. I spent like 3 months writing this shit. Man, I wrote a book. Yeah, so yeah, writing a book is that easy. You just write it up on Google Docs. You format it beforehand. Yeah, you see me going over and over on the formatting, right? It's important. And then yeah, you just download it and put it onto Barnes & Noble, and then they'll take care of it for like $5. Wow, that's it. Book done. On to the next bucket list entry. No, I guess y'all gotta leave me alone because I want to start reading this shit. How My Brain Works, Unfortunately. A glorified Google Doc. Alright. There you go. Book. Oh, I'm so stupid. This is so cool. Y'all still here? Get out of here. It's creepy. Stop watching me.
I'm not going to answer the question.
Why
because
you answer that
because
question?
the question is
Justice, radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen,
Oh, fuck this. Let me tell you now. When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made me stand out in a crowd. But then someone picked you from the bunch, and one glance is all it took. Now it's much too late for me to take a second look. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Son of a bitch.